So hello.
Hello, my name's Charlie.
And I am Nicole Osborn, and I'm in my third year of psychology studies at UNE University. Part of my studies is studying behaviour modification, and behaviour modification is about helping people to overcome problem behaviour, fears and phobias. It could be fear of snakes, or it could be nail biting, or it could be about helping a child through temper tantrums. In this case, Chucky, or Charlie.
Chucky, that scares me.
Which one do you prefer?
Charlie.
Charlie has, I'm not sure if I can say had or has, a fear of elevators. So fortunately for me, with behaviour modification studies, I was able to put my skills into practice to help Charlie overcome his fear. So what would we say, about 2 months ago, Charlie really, his fear had heightened and started creeping into other areas. So we weren't able to go anywhere near a lift. If we did go anywhere near a lift, this has been going on for about 2 years, but certainly highlighted in the last few months. So over Christmas time, we're now May, so over Christmas time, Charlie...
I'll have about $100.
Charlie couldn't go near a lift, and if he did, his behaviour would change. He would get very panicky, and he would cry. Would that be right? You would cry.
Can you not make me think of that? Because I might cry when I go in an elevator. Because I keep thinking about it and I don't think.
Well, that's a good point. But in this video, I'm actually going to talk about the really good things. So I'm just touching on those
bad things.
Yeah, those yucky feelings just for a short moment. So he would cry and ground his body, and anyway, the basic fear aspects would be there, which we don't need to go into. So we decided that we would work together in helping Charlie overcome his fear of elevators. So since we started intervention, since we started the behavioural modification, Charlie, I think, has gone in an elevator, how many times? 10 times. 10 times, which I think is pretty good. So how did we do it? First up, we did lots and lots of talking, didn't we? We talked a lot. We talked about what you were scared of. We talked about...
So then I started overcoming my fear.
We talked about what was actually going on in Charlie's mind. So this was over a long period of time, and choosing the right times to talk about it, of what was going on and what was the crux of Charlie's fear, because it eventually led into fear of small spaces and darkness and other areas too. So it was a genuine fear. So eventually Charlie became very comfortable in talking about things and trusted me in telling me how he felt and what he was actually scared of. So during the chats, I slowly suggested to Charlie that in order
if I go in an elevator, I'll get stuff.
In order to help him overcome his fear, I think that soon we should hop in an elevator and give it a try.
Can I draw an elevator?
So you can draw an elevator. So he agreed, and he didn't want to feel scared of an elevator anymore. No, he didn't want to feel scared. So we needed to do something about it. So we had chats about what, I put it forth to Charlie, what do you think we can do to help you? What do you think is a good idea of how we can help him overcome this fear and help him feel good about himself? Because, it's always good to feel good about yourself. So casually, one morning I said to Charlie, look, we're going to drive to the doctor's surgery today, and we're going to go and spy on people hopping in and out of a lift. And I said, we're going to do it now. Now is always a good thing. So I made sure in choosing an elevator that it wasn't too scary, that it was an environment that he felt comfortable in, that the lift wasn't too jumpy.
I was happy in.
Yeah, that a lift that basically that Charlie felt happy in, that he would feel comfortable to go into. And our doctor's surgery is a place of safety, because when we go to a doctor's surgery, they help us feel better. So we parked opposite the lift, and we watched people go in and out for a while, and then I pulled $5.
I'm going to show my elevator that I drew in a second.
I'm sure everyone would love to see your elevator. So I pulled out $5 and said to Charlie at the time, look, if you hop in the lift 3 times with me now, I will give you $5. And he said, okay. So I didn't show him how surprised I was, but anyway, I was surprised, and he knows it. And after we went to the lift, and I hopped in the lift, and after a little persuasive verbal encouragement, Charlie hopped on my hip with his favourite toy, Teddy, because that was a really important thing to bring Teddy. And he hopped in, the doors closed, and he pushed the buttons, and we rode 3 times, didn't we? 3 times. And he was so excited about doing that, and he felt terrific. So after that, it was Charlie that suggested, well, you know, he wants to show his brother and sisters. So after school, and he had the $5.
I drew my elevator.
You want to show your elevator? Oh, that's a pretty cool elevator. I love it. How many buttons are there?
3.
And what's this here?
It's the thing where you press in it to go up.
Ah, so you're in the elevator or out the elevator?
Bing. In.
You can draw another one if you want to while I talk. I won't be too long. So anyway, we after school we took his brother and sisters and we went in the elevator 3 more times, and that was, you know, that was just fantastic. And his brother, your brother and sister were very proud of you, weren't they? So lots of praise was good. After we rode the elevator, and I'm pausing here and umming and erring because we came into a bit of a glitch. We decided that we'd go to a toy shop so Charlie could spend his $5 because he'd earned it. So that was fantastic. So we went into the toy shop, but at this particular toy shop there was a different kind of lift. And we hopped in the lift, and it wasn't as friendly, this lift, and it kind of jerked and jumped and moved about. And it had 2 doors, one on either end, so it was quite a different looking. It was more industrial, wasn't it? More of an industrial lift. 1 ride in, and then there were no rides going back in, so we didn't hop back in the lift again. Now, this was a very, very big mistake of mine because of the fear aspect and because I didn't want to push it any further. I actually left going, or even talking about going in a lift, and going in a lift for about a month. And that was a very large mistake because if you leave it too long...
If you leave it too long, you'll get scared again, and then you won't go on an elevator for a long time again. That's
pretty much it, isn't it? It's very true. Charlie's right. It's very true. So he regressed, and I had to do some pretty fast thinking of how can I fix that, because he'd done so well. So we started talking about things again, and we talked about, didn't we? We talked about things like, you know, there's lots of things that are going to happen in life that are hard and they're challenges, but if you try and you work through them, you feel really good. So we worked on feeling really good, and, you know, it's not nice to be scared of things. So we did lots of talking, and I thought that maybe it was a really good idea to set up a contract. And Charlie asked, you know, what's a contract? And I thought that was a really good question. And can you remember what contract means? He's busy drawing. I've actually got our contract here. So just in handwriting. we wrote a contract. Here it is there. There's Charlie's signature here. There's a picture of an elevator, and there's my signature there. So basically the contract is saying that, you know, Charlie has ridden in an elevator, I think it was 7 times by then. And what he got a toy, $5 a toy and an ice cream, I think he got during that period of time. And this contract stated that if today he got in an elevator 3 times, he would get $5 and an ambient necklace. Also in that contract, or in this contract, I wrote up a maintenance plan, which means that it wasn't just based on today. It means that we would set up a chart, but I'll talk more about the maintenance plan, which he agreed upon, which is fantastic. But we'd set something up so it wouldn't just happen for today or this week. It's something we'd work on, you know, for a few months, really.
I want to use my $30 from Rainbow's Edge. I want to exchange it into actual $30 in money, and then I can get the fin hat.
Cool.
The actual fin hat.
I think that summarises pretty much how we worked over this phobia, and money does talk.
Hello.
So, anyway, well, I've touched on that not to let it regress. We wrote up a contract. We agreed upon the contract.
Magic elevator.
Magic elevator. We agreed upon the contract. We signed the contract. And, you know, we decided that we also agreed upon a maintenance plan. So as soon as the contract had been signed, I thought it was very important to jump into action. So we hopped in the car and we drove down to the doctor's surgery and sat in the car and watched people go in and out of the lift. We sat there for quite a while. After about 20 minutes, I hopped out of the car. I went for a ride in the elevator with Teddy, and Charlie still sat in the car. So eventually I hopped back in the car and suggested that maybe we have a little drive off to the beach, have a bit of time out where he can think. We can talk about our contract. We can talk about a contract. Sorry, could you just could you just tell Daddy we're right in the middle of the video?
Okay.
Oops, sorry.
Sorry.
So we, you know, touch base on our contract. We could think about things and we could go back and give it a try. So eventually we made our way back to the doctor's surgery and sat in the car. And we sat for about another 20 minutes. I think we have Charlie returning. Won't be a second. Charlie? I guess Charlie will return soon. So anyway, we sat in the car for about another 20 minutes and here he comes. Charlie, I was just saying, mate, sorry. I was just saying how we sat in the car for 20 minutes. Come back in. We sat in the car for 20 minutes. And then I decided that I would take some photographs of the lift. And Charlie jumped at that and said, well, can I take the photos? And I said, sure, but you'll have to come out of the car because there's a pole in the way of the photographs.
I got scared if you were going to force me in.
Yeah, which I would never do. I would never force you in. So actually it was really interesting because Charlie took my iPhone and started taking photographs of the elevator. And the elevator, you know, we started with outside the elevator where the doors would open and close. He took a whole series. The whole series of photographs show the whole story of how Charlie worked through his fear. It's a really interesting set of photographs. So from there,
Sorry.
That's our family, isn't it, darling? Sometimes we try and do important things and we just get interrupted. Never mind. So Charlie took a series of photographs of the outside, and after some time I suggested, why don't we take the stairs up one flight and we will take some photographs of the doors inside the surgery and just see if it looks a little bit different to the doors in the basement.
It did.
And we did. That's right. We took the stairs up and Charlie took, because he was in charge of the camera, Charlie took the photographs of the elevator. And then I suggested, well, how about we hop in? And he said no. So I thought, well, time to renegotiate. So we sat on the surgery chairs and we talked a little bit longer, and, not pushy chat, just sort of chat of give it a go, how we feel good when we do things that we don't really like. And then I decided, I felt that we needed, it's cool, I felt we needed some fast thinking. So I suggested a double bonus.
$10.
Double bonus time, which only lasted 2 minutes. After 2 minutes, the double bonus would expire and he wouldn't be able to get hold of that double bonus again. Now, the double bonus was that if Charlie got in the lift, he would receive not $5 and an amber necklace, he would receive $10 and an amber necklace. But as soon as he asked me what it was, the time had started to get in the lift because, now he had a minute and a half to get in. So by this stage, I was at the elevator and I said, your turn, you got to push the button. If you're ready to do it, push the button, double bonus. So you push the button and you hopped in. I was so proud, hopped in and down we went. The deal was 3 times and he did it 3 times. So, I felt pretty proud. How did you feel? Hello, how did you feel? Charlie?
I felt happy.
Felt happy? Happy's good. I like happy. And you accomplished it, didn't you? So just quickly and briefly getting back to the maintenance plan. I mean, as you can see, Charlie's drawing elevators now, which is which is a great thing because it shows that he's feeling more comfortable. I think it's important to put things in pictures, to draw, which is I think it's great for adults as well to draw things. But with our maintenance plan, Charlie, can I show your chart? Charlie drew up a chart. So each month, this is Charlie's chart that he drew. So at the top
You're trying to be like me.
At the top of the chart, he's written the month, and then he's drawn the numbers 1 through to 8. And at the bottom is $10. Now each time Charlie goes into a lift, he draws an elevator. So how many times have you been in here so far on the chart? 2. So for each month, he's got to go in 8 times. So that's twice a week that you go in.
You had it the wrong way. The 2 was that one.
Oh, did I? Oh, I'm sorry. Each month, twice a week, he goes in. So we have this where we can both see it, which is a great incentive to show us where we're up to and how we can feel good about ourselves. Oh. Did you have anything else to say?
As your merciful princess, I declare by everybody who be mean to me and was mean to me will be executed. Right.
Well, on that note, I think we'll say goodbye, and I hope that if you want to leave any feedback or comments, we welcome it. If you've got any questions, please contact me. And I'm Nicole Osborn, and this is
Charlie.
And we say
goodbye.
Goodbye.
Remember, executed.
Yes, okay, thanks.